Oh, does it smell good?
Mm-hmm. Smells like a whole book.
Oh, I do love that smell.
Hi everyone, it's Nicole.
I'm Jen.
We are here doing the Beauty and the Beast book tag in honor of the movie that's coming out at the end of this week. I believe it was created by Krista.
Yeah, it was original between the two of them.
Awesome. Krista at Books and Jam and also Lisa at Brand New Booksmell. And they tagged us to do it. And we're really excited because I cannot wait to see that movie. Every time I see a little clip like of them singing like a new little like teaser for it, I was like, I'm hyperventilating.
It's late at night, we're giggling again.
Yeah.
And it's tea.
It's tea. We're drinking tea. These questions are all super cute. All right, so a book that takes you to another place. You pick
Ready Player One. I talk about it all the time. I'm sure you've heard about this and me loving it. But it just created such a visual world. Not even... I mean, I listen to it on audiobook still.
the virtual reality kind of aspect of it is really cool.
And I know that people who have played the games and who know that time era really well, they're like, oh, it's such great
Nostalgia.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I barely remember any of these. Half of them I've never heard of, but the way that they're described, I can still feel like I can...
you know what they're talking about.
Yeah, and so I always really liked that. So that was one of the many that I wrote down. Ready Player One.
Mistborn.
Yes.
We do talk about this a lot. It's one of those favorite books that will probably always come into our mind when we're doing things like this. But it seriously does take you to another world. Brandon Sanderson is a wonderful author in descriptions, character development, plot driven, also character driven as well, storylines. Yes, definitely Mistborn. And I just noticed that my sticky notes kind of match the books on both of these. Like there's some pink there, there's some pink notes, there's orange there, and orange notes. I'm fucking brilliant. Sometimes I go for large gaps. Like sometimes I write like 3 post notes in a row and then there's like this large gap. Question number 2, The Beast. Name a book whose cover didn't match the inside.
I had to look through my Goodreads because I couldn't figure life out. Beautiful Disaster by Jamie McGuire. Love this book, this series actually. I think there's a couple that I have left. But you look at this and you're thinking, oh, it's going to be a nice fluff book.
The fluff piece, yeah.
Yeah, like something
like some
through.
contemporary romance that you just get through, yep.
I'd read it, I'd be done with it, I wouldn't have a problem, I wouldn't want to read anything else by it, but it was a lot deeper than that. And so I was just like, that's interesting.
There's some dark themes there too, yeah.
Yeah, there's like fighting. There's a lot of, what is it?
It's very like cage fighting.
Kind of.
Like underground, like in the college, like underground fighting. But,
and I was like,
that's how he made his money for.
I don't see fighting, a fighter warrior I see a butterfly caged in a jar.
I guess that works out.
I wouldn't say
he's a butterfly like on the inside. Or maybe because he fights like, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Travis Maddox, I would not put butterfly anywhere near that man.
Nope. And even in the next book or something, it's like there's a guy with a butterfly tattoo.
Yeah.
Cover that doesn't match the inside. Red Rising. I mean, I did enjoy this book, but for some reason it didn't really stick with me. So if there's a red bird in this book, please let me know in the comments because I don't remember a big red bird. So
I don't think there was any bird, but maybe it's because he was like a phoenix and he was reborn. Oh my gosh. Did I just make sense of the cover?
I think you did. Now I have to pick a different book. I'm still going to go with it. And hey, red cover, red post-its.
Hey, but this is blue.
Sorry. It can't be all the time greatness. Question number 3, Maurice. In parentheses, Belle's father. Think of a book that might be outside of your comfort zone, but you really enjoyed.
Okay, I'm actually going to steal Lisa's answer because she said Cinder. Well, I have 2 answers to this, actually. They kind of go hand in hand. So Cinder, Marissa Meyer. It was a book club book. I don't even think I read it when they first put it out because I'm like, I'm not going to enjoy this. This looks stupid. And then everyone was so excited about the book and I was like, all right, I'll put it on my to-read list. And then one day I was just like, fine, I'll pick it up because everyone would not stop talking about it. And I picked up the first one, and then I finished it, and then I picked up the second one, and then I finished it, and then I picked up the rest of them pretty much within about a month. I had read the whole thing, and I loved it. So it was not my normal book that I would have gone for, but I definitely loved it. And then another one, A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. Sometimes I just don't feel like I'm into like the supernatural aspect, even though I like the Black Dagger Brotherhood. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to like it. Not really huge into like the witch folklore type anything, but I really just loved the story that she created, and then just how intertwined it was. So I loved that.
Holy shit! I didn't know that was on the spine.
What? Yeah, you didn't know that?
Nope.
I've been there.
Oh,
That's
that was my
Oxford.
Didn't know that. The Devil in the White City. And it takes place in 1893 during the mass murders and everything that were happening during the Chicago World Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you know, Jack the Ripper is my favorite serial killer. So that aspect of it, totally, I would like. And I did love those parts of the book more than I loved the building of the World Fair, even though, yeah, that was pretty cool. Like the architecture.
I remember reading that for school, and I wanted to get through all of the detective parts just so I could get
Just
to the
to get
crazy
to
serial
the-
killer.
yes,
Like,
that's-
what's up with his craziness?
That's what I wanted to do too. But the architecture and everything during that time period is actually really interesting as well. This is more geared towards nonfiction, and nonfiction is not typically a genre that I reach for. I was very surprised. It was actually my book pick too, because I kind of wanted to break out of my comfort zone. So I'm really glad that I enjoyed it. Number 4 is Mrs. Potts, a motherly character even to other characters. And we both have the same answer because
there's no other answer.
obviously it's Molly Weasley from the Harry Potter series.
Who else would you choose? No one.
No one. She like took Harry under her wing, didn't even know this kid,
Oh, yeah.
you know? All right. Number 5,
Chip.
Chip. I love Chip. One of your favorite childhood books.
Clifford, question mark.
Clifford? Question mark? Is that that was a book series, I thought, or
Yeah.
maybe it was it
They
ended
were,
up being
like,
a book series after the TV show, but that's kind of
Tiny
stupid.
little
but-
books. But I remember, I did not like to read when I was little. It never got to me because I think a large part of it was that school they required that I did it, and I don't like things that I'm supposed to do.
Right.
I mean, if I had to pick a favorite childhood book, I would think that the first book that got me into reading, which was Harry Potter, would be my answer. But when I originally watched the video that they were doing, for some reason she picked a book up from when she was younger, and all of a sudden I thought Clifford and Winnie the Pooh. And I'm not even sure if they were either books or if they were just the TV shows that I watched. So I was like, should I put that down? So that's why there's a question mark next to my answer.
I like it. Clifford was cool. My dad used to read like Aesop's Fables to us, and you know, like the fairy tales and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So that's kind of the first thing I remember like associated with reading, but they were being read to me. Definitely when I started reading, obviously, yes, Harry Potter is what got me into reading, like binge reading, like hardcore, like the avid reader that I am now.
Yeah.
But kind of what I started picking up and started reading for fun would definitely be comic books. Even though I didn't really have a collection of my own at the time, I was able to pick some stuff up at, you know, my school library. Definitely either the fairy tales or Aesop's Fables or, you know, comic books if I was trying to gear something away from Harry Potter.
Yeah. That's why I picked Clifford question.
Clever question.
Gaston.
Basically, the arrogant character.
Described him as smarmy. I had
Schmarmy.
4 people that I thought off the top of my head right away. Cole Holland, Travis Maddox, Will Herondale, Jace Wayland. So I think it's funny that they kind of go one and the same, like teen romance, and then Cassandra Clare. But yeah, those characters are all, I mean, when you first meet them, they're all incredibly arrogant, and then they, you know, get deeper down into it. They're much deeper characters, but when you first meet them, you're like, you, wow, arrogant little prick.
I mean, yeah, I'm like, when you get to know them, they're like, yeah, you're right. You're like, of course he's arrogant because he's fucking perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But at first, it's like a little off-putting, you know?
And then you love them, and you're like, I can't believe I hated you at any point in this series. And then you reread it, and you're like, you dick.
And then the next question, number 7, is Lumiere, smooth talker, swoon worthy, and
Casanova.
Cole Holland,
Travis Maddox.
Will Herondale.
And Jace Wayland.
Yeah,
'Cause
all
they're
of those characters that are arrogant, yeah, they're smooth talkers too.
That's how they get
They know it.
They wheedle into your heart.
Yeah.
Little fuckers.
Yeah, they do. And they make you care about them.
And then they die. No, they don't. They're not any of them die. No, one of them does.
I'm like,
Yeah.
but we don't tell you which one. Smooth Talker, Swoonworthy. I just read this book last month, I think. Sylvia Day, definitely pure fluff, you know, but this was kind of like, it's hard to describe, but it's kind of steampunk mixed with Arabian Nights.
Interesting.
It's really because it's basically the Arabian Night culture.
Okay.
With you know, the harems and, you know, all, you know, men are up there and they think there's an emperor and, you know, he has like, you know, concubines and everything like that. And but it's also so far in the future where technology is very advanced. So they have transporters, they have communicators, they have spaceships and that kind of stuff. So it was awesome in that standpoint. And the main character, his name is Prince Wulfric, but yes, Wolf for short. And he is...
I love him.
Question number 8. Final question. Cogsworth, a bossy character who takes charge.
I had a couple answers. Went back to Cole Holland because he's kind of like the leader in the White Rabbit Chronicles. But then I was like, I've used him for the last 2. Probably should think outside the box. So I went to Goodreads and I came up with Rose Hathaway from the Vampire Academy because she just took charge. I think she had to. I think from a very young age she had to be in charge. So throughout the whole series she had to take control. Sometimes it was taken from her, but for a majority of everything she was in charge, or she had to be. Or she took charge if she got out of control.
Hermione Granger. Harry Potter. She just takes care of those boys, you know, and, you know, Ron says it best, you know, when Harry was thinking about leaving, you know, to go after the Horcruxes himself, and it's like, oh, we'll leave Hermione, and then Ron's like, we wouldn't last 2 days without her, just because she is really the brightest witch of her age, and there's a reason for that. She
would have died year 1. They would have died year 1, not she. She would have survived. They would not have.
So those are all of our answers.
Yeah.
And that was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to really be sad that we can't tag Jessica and Christina. Because they're doing it. They were tagged in this too. So they're doing it already. Tag Olivia at I Live With Books. I want to tag Julia at That Bookie. I don't think she's done it. Hopefully not. And really anybody who...
If you watched it, you're tagged.
If you want to do it, just do it. Do it. All right. Like my video if you did. Give me a big thumbs up.
Comment below.
Subscribe to my channel.
Oh.
You can follow me on Goodreads, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. I'll see you next time, Abby Readers.
Bye, guys.
What's the cream and the peach?
Good.
Is it good?
Why wouldn't cream and the peach be good? I don't Oh my god.
Peaches and cream.
That just got so bad so fast.
You went from 0 to 100.
I just finished.
Why wouldn't the peaches and the cream be good?
I decided to just drink like 6 cups of coffee again.
Cup of coffee.
And oh my gosh, I could see noises. It was insane. I'm pretty sure I had so much that
I was halfway to work. I realized I forgot my card. You're so funny how like freaking caffeine just does that. I could drink a Red Bull and go to sleep.
I would be up for days. It was 92 today.
It was very frustrating.
I thought I was gonna die.
And like meanwhile, they're getting a storm, like a
New
snowstorm
York.
over in the East Coast, and we're here chilling at 95. Like,
I wouldn't say we're chilling, but at least
what's the opposite of chilling?
we're hot. I don't know how long we plan on doing this for, 20, 30 years. Eventually
we're in the nursing home.
I love how I'm just like,
what does this say?
I don't know how you're going to edit that because it's just like, burger.
Change your Comic-Con speaking out. I was like, we weren't, but all right. Because you already thought about it in your head.
But on Saturday, I got my tickets. Thursday through Sunday. So at 10 o'clock is when they're supposed to start, but they didn't really start until like 10:15 because they had to like randomize people and then start booking them into groups. And then because they were using a new system, am I boring you over here?
No, sorry.
I love how the last one goes, nice, armor and thong.
What? That's awesome. A muscular, half-naked barbarian warrior dressed in an armored thong. And I digged it. I dug it. Dug.
Man,
Book, yeah.
you'll be in and out, not a problem.
In and out.
Shh, don't be dirty.
You started it with your peaches and cream, don't even.
Because I slobber a little there.
Just finished Lover Awakened.
Yeah, God. Like, but
I don't want to get up to turn it off.
I still have tea.
you ever sat on one tree for too long? Yeah, it'll fall asleep.